say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. On first down, Mahomes. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. He can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Quickly into the hands of Beckham.
Mahomes pass.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Mahomes now on first down. Caught left side. It's Beckham. Touchdown, Vikings.
Mahomes pass complete.
Odell Beckham. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
The Bears take over first and 10.
So here now the Bears offense for their first drive of the game. They'll have the speedy Tyrod Taylor calling the shots, the former Virginia Tech Hokie.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to bit.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Jalen Smith. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and long, it's Taylor. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there for the Bears on 3rd. 59 yards.
First, the goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end. And now it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing again. Taylor under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Jalen Smith able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Taylor. This will be caught just inside the 10.
Taylor's pass.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
It's a gain of
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Noah Fant, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken in the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
First and 10. At their own 20.
The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Second and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First down.
Now a carry for Lindsay, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Brought down back at the 32.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Thrown away and incomplete. It's
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
The tackle.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the interception, here's Taylor. And quickly finding Rager. And they work this out past the 25. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
That's good for a Chicago Bears.
He goes full extension, and he's got it.
47-yard line.
After one, a one-point game, 7-6.
With the score, Vikings 7, Bears 6.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. He's got his big tight end, Fant. The 20. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big pickup of 38. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder.
And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Chark, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4, That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, Michel. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
They'll run on 1st down. Lindsey, and he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just run a ride there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
4 yards to go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. They'll turn to Michel as they go back to the ground. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
He was taken down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had design on that one being bigger.
Call it a gain of 1 yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out. And
eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
A loss of 11 yards.
And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays, and you only get 3 points out of it. But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
first and 10. It's Taylor. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dime. Nice grab. That one good for 26 and a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings
from the 39, Taylor. And he slings one that's incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and it's third down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. This Minnesota D up to the task on the third down pass play.
Third down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. When pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
His kick is...
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Mahomes now on first down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Again, now it's Taylor on 2nd and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, and now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the line. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Brings up fourth down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon. So apparently, neither guy is immune.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. It was Logan Ryan that time who knocked it away. Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Taylor. Flushed out right. This ball complete to Reagor. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That one complete. He finds Sharp. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Goal at the 9-yard line.
Throwing again, it's Taylor. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Noah Fant in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
Pulls it in at the 13.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. So we reach halftime. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. Set to resume. Here we go with the 2nd half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good 1st half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Logan Ryan. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the 2nd half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 33. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Second and 8.
Off the draw, here's Michelle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Brings up second and goal at the Bears' 6-yard line.
They'll run here with Lindsey, and he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
And sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Brings up fourth down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Tyrod Taylor now gears up to lead his offense again. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense. Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now it's Taylor. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Chicago.
A huge play there for Chicago. 47 yards toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
An incomplete pass on first down. Here's second and goal. From the gun, it's Taylor. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on third and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
Taylor's.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
He's brought down. That is
well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they work this out past the 25. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mahomes. And he'll get that to Michel, complete.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of
the Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. Now here's Mahomes. Left side here to Sanders. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes firing complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Wide open receiver complete.
Mahomes pass.
That goes for a gain of 31.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football right on the money.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Mahomes to throw once more. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. Now it's Mahomes again. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Makes the score Bears 20.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Tyrod Taylor now gears up to lead his offense again. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they made some good adjustments, though. He's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out and made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing him all sorts of trouble.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw again on 2nd down. Taylor. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Jalen Rager, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Bears push further out in front.
Jason Myers.
And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
He went all the way into the end zone. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
On first down, Mahomes. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 38. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Taylor on the keeper.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Second and 10, it's Taylor again. Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Josh Jackson.
Taylor's pass. Intercepted.
That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. That's out to his running back, Michel. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. And again, it's Mahomes. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 40. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
After the interception, here's Taylor. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 14 yards into Chicago, first down. Now Taylor.
caught. Touchdown, Bears. Noah Fant, his third touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Minnesota.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Mahomes back.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears will get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They go play action now. Taylor. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. It was Melvin Ingram that time who shot in to bring him down.
Brought down back at the 27.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Receiver, the ball carrier.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Taylor. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Taylor going to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, Taylor's throw incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. They go play action with Taylor. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Watch the twist.
going on fourth down. It's Taylor. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Chicago, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next